出そう Yeah, it's the right time 恐れないでほらあの丘を越えた場所で
there will be, information about that character, and I'm going to tell you why I think they are a possibility. So with that, let's get started. So at number 10, who I think has a 40% chance of getting into Smash Brothers, is a little robot called Chibirobo. Now, he was in a game that came out for I think it was the GameCube, a long time ago. He's also been in some newer games for the 3DS, and I just think that this character is a good possibility. Now, let's talk about his moveset. So, as you can see by this footage that I have here, he has a tail that happens to be a plug. So I would expect electricity to be part of his moveset. For his recovery move, he does have a helicopter ability that he gains, so I would expect that to be part of his recovery move. Something that would make him a little bit unique is he picks up paper and puts it in the top of his, I would guess it's kind of like a trash can. So what if he picked up enemies and put them in the top of his head, trash can, whatever you want to call it, and that damaged them? And depending on, how quickly you push the A or B button depends on how much he damages you. So that's an idea. Also, he has some items which are very unique, like a toothbrush. So Sakurai could do a lot of fun things with this character. Now, although this, sounds like maybe it's a little bit of a ridiculous character, there's further evidence to support that he could honestly be getting into Smash. There was a Twitter post in January that showed Chibirobo with fire all around him, and if you look close at his eyes, it almost looks like the Smash Brothers logo. So, again, I'd say about a 40% chance. Let's go on to the number 9 newcomer that I predict. Isaac from Golden Sun. He was an assist trophy in Brawl. He's a popular character. People want him in Smash. His moveset would be awesome, which I actually have a video that shows what I think his moveset could be, and it's unique. I mean, yes, he is not a sword fighter, so that could be an issue. But I definitely think that he's a unique character. He has the ability to raise some type of plant, so I definitely could see him getting in. Let's talk about number 8, which people would be pretty excited if he got in, and that is BanjoKazooie. Now, BanjoKazooie has a pretty cool moveset. He uses his bird to fly, so that could be his recovery move. He has punches, he has rolls, he has other type of attacks that I think would work really well in Smash Brothers. Now, why is he not all the way up there? Well, that's because he's owned by Rare. And Microsoft and Nintendo would have to make a deal. But I don't think this is unreasonable because Microsoft and Nintendo have a good relationship, so it's very easily a possibility. So that would be my number 8. Number 7 on the list is Ribbon Girl from ARMS. Now, Ribbon Girl from ARMS is a very unique character. It's a new Nintendo IP. I think they would go with Ribbon Girl over Springman because the roster just would be better suited having another female character. So I would go with Ribbon Girl if I was them, or you could even do alternate skins where you give them the option of using either one of them. They're unique characters. They're from a fighting game. I just think this is very likely, and I think she has a 50-50 chance of getting in. So that's who I would predict at number 7. Now, we're going to get into the real interesting ones. Yes, this character is not a Nintendo character. It's a third-party character. However, I think he's got a better chance of getting in than Ribbon Girl. And that is Crash Bandicoot. Yeah. You've got the game coming out for the Switch, the Crash Bandicoot trilogy. He's got a very unique moveset that Sakurai would look for in a character. I just think the possibilities of him are pretty up in the air of what he could do and how he could be a fighter for Smash Brothers. So I definitely think Crash Bandicoot could get in. And with the array of classic characters, I think he would be a great addition to the Smash Brothers roster. So Crash Bandicoot is at number 6. Now, this one I think has the same probability as getting it as Crash Bandicoot, and that's Captain Toad. I specifically say Captain Toad because the moveset could be very different than just Toad, and I think that he would be a good addition to Super Smash Bros. Again, I would give him about a 55% chance, and I just think it's a good choice. So, Captain Toad. Okay, so let's talk about someone that is another third-party character, but people want him in the worst kind of way. And I don't think they have to want him. I think he's getting in. I really do. I really think my number 4 newcomer will be in Smash Bros. Because again, he has a very unique moveset. I could see him working really well in Super Smash Bros. And that is Shovel Knight. Yes, Shovel Knight from the indie game. I think his time is here. Just his moveset would be pretty cool. Him using his shovel, maybe using gems or whatever else he digs up. There's just a lot of possibility for Shovel Knight in Smash. So, yeah, I think he's got a 60% chance of getting in. So, I expect him to be announced here. Maybe E3. Although Crash Bandicoot would be a bigger hype for E3, so maybe both. You never know. And then, people have been asking for this character for the last 3 iterations of Smash Bros. This franchise is seriously underrepresented in Super Smash Bros. And no, he is not too big. And he is not really. He's King K. Rool. Yeah, King K. Rool would just be a great addition to Super Smash Bros. I could definitely see it happening. I think that he would again be another unique character. That's the theme here, unique characters. We don't need any more clone type characters, and I do not think King K. Rool would be a clone of anyone. So let's get him in. Now for number 2. This character should honestly have already been in Smash Bros. He is part of the Mario franchise. He's a brother. He's the only brother that is not in Super Smash Bros. That is Waluigi. And although you're going to say he'd just be a Luigi clone, no, he would not. He would have a very unique moveset. He could use all the sports type moves from the sports games. There's a lot of things he could do. Kick a soccer ball, use a racket from tennis, a tennis racket. maybe even a cart from Mario Kart. Just a lot of possibilities. And I think he's getting in. I really do. So, now let's talk about some of the honorable mentions. And that is as follows. Sora, he has about a 25% chance. 1 out of 4. Not the best, but it's possible. And this is why I think it could happen. Square Enix wants to promote the marketing for Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out this year. I could see that all lining up where they really want him in Super Smash Bros. Not to mention Cloud is in. And no, I do not think Cloud is getting cut. I really don't. I think Square is going to try to have both Sora and Cloud in Super Smash Bros. They're both from the Kingdom Hearts franchise, ironically, even though Cloud is a Final Fantasy VII character. He also appears in Kingdom Hearts and Super Smash Bros. So, yeah, I could see Sora getting in, and his moveset would work really, really well for Super Smash Bros. But it's not that likely, so he's an honorable mention. Now, moving on. Another third-party character, Bomberman. I give him about a 30% chance. I think that he would be a great addition to the roster, but Sakurai would have to make a very unique moveset because he does just use bombs for the most part. Now, there's other games he could look at from the Bomberman franchise to try to figure out what else he could do, but I think that the characters I said, the third-party characters I said, which is Crash Bandicoot, BanjoKazooie, and also Shovel Knight, I think they have a much better chance of getting in than Bomberman. And then, I did not leave out the Nintendo franchise. I give this one about a 32% chance of getting in, and that is Midna and Wolf Link. A combination. Again, it would be a very unique moveset, but the Twilight Princess series was a long time ago. I don't know how relevant it is. That's why I'm not sure if she's going to get in. But I know a lot of people would love this character to get into Super Smash Bros. And honestly, I would too. I think they would be a great addition to the roster. But let's go to who I think is the number one character who will get into Super Smash Bros. And I don't just think they're going to get in. I am almost 100% confident they are going to get in. In fact, I give their probability of getting in at a 95% chance. And that is Pyra, Mythra, and Rex. Now, let me explain. I think at least one of them gets in, but I think they're going to do all three. This character is so awesome that for them not to get in, it's just not going to happen. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was awesome. These characters are really well known. They're wanted. Sakurai loves Xenoblade Chronicles. I think they're getting in, and I don't think there's a question about it, honestly. In fact, I would say the next character reveal might be them. And I give them a 95% chance of being in this game. Personally, I would prefer if they go with Rex, Pyra, and Mythra as a team. Although, who knows, they might separate them. Maybe Rex by himself and then Pyra and Mythra as a combination. That's a possibility. But I really hope that Pyra and Mythra, well, at least one of those female characters gets in. The roster needs more female characters, especially after today. I mean, I just added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more male characters to 2 female. We need to try to keep it as balanced as possible. It's not going to be balanced, but we definitely need some more females in Super Smash Bros. And Pyra and Mithra just fit the bill. So that's what I think. Feel free to comment below. If you don't agree, I understand. I got some hate on my roster, so I expect a little bit of backlash on this one too. But thumbs up if you liked the video, and we'll talk to you later, YouTube. Thanks. Bye.